Rise from your grave.
Hello Quakers and welcome to the Quake Grave. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, a little bit special. We're playing Quake Champions again, but today I actually have one of my mods over on the Discord channel. His name is Flak, or would you rather go by Flak Shot, sir? What do you go by nowadays?
Recently I've been changed my name to Flak, because Flak Shot seems to kind of not ring off the tongue, flow off the tongue real well, so Flak
I like them
would be
both.
fine.
Flak for short is good. Flak Shot's pretty cool though. It's got a ring to it, you know?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool name still, but yeah, Flak's a lot better, personally.
So yeah, Flak is from our Discord channel that we have for ArrrCee. He's our mod, and I wanted to have him on the show today so that way we could actually play a little bit of Quake Champions together and talk about some of the changes that they've been adding in recently. We did a show, what was it, about a month ago, I think?
Yeah,
And,
at least a month.
yeah.
At least a month ago.
And I believe you were actually on the show playing with me at the time, which is pretty fun. So those of you who, actually watched the show will remember him from, playing with me at least. But now you're actually here in the voice.
Oh, nice.
So how are things going, Flak? How are things going on your side?
Pretty good, man. I've been playing, I've been getting back into, playing Call of Duty, which is, not everyone's favorite game, but I seem to appreciate it.
Which Call of Duty are you playing?
I've been playing the Zombies mode on Black Ops 3, which is why I really enjoy it. So it's probably the best mode on that game, to be honest. But I also completed recently Medal of Honor, which was a great game. I played the original, but I've never completed the expansions. So I've recently done that.
Okay.
I've been playing Metro 2033, which I've never completed. I've been playing that recently. It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah, I actually started that one a few months ago, but I haven't returned to it because it didn't seem like anybody was really interested.
That game's a funny one because it's got an extremely slow start. It's the beginning bit, it's all shooting, and then as soon as you get past the prologue, it sort of not necessarily goes downhill. It just sort of has a really, really slow intro.
Right.
So there's a lot of talking and a lot of walking around, talking to people, and there's a couple of missions that aren't that great. There's one on the tram, which is basically sort of a glorified turret section, which I didn't enjoy that much. But once you get past the initial, the prologue section, the game really opens up. So it's a pretty cool game.
That's cool. So you're having a good time with it now, at least, now that it's opened up.
Yeah, definitely. It's a cool game.
It's interesting. Sometimes you get into games like that where, you'll get 2 hours into them and then it finally clicks, and you're like, oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, not to jump topics here, but the main thing we're going to be focusing on today is the fact that id Software has now added in Athena from Quake 2 as a playable character. So we're going to be kind of focusing on, playing a few rounds with her, talking about her a bit. But they've also added a new mode into the game, which I absolutely adore. I don't know how you feel about it, Flakshot, but I love it.
Yeah, it is a cool mode.
Yeah, it's called Slipgate, and I forget what was the name. Was it Sacrifice? That was the previous mode they had.
Yeah, the previous mode was Sacrifice. Yeah.
So they currently have that available in the arcade mode right now with Instagib, but right now in Quick Play they have Slipgate. Slipgate is very similar to Sacrifice, in that it's Sacrifice without being confusing, if that makes sense. Because I was always confused by Sacrifice in more than one way. Like, it took me a while to kind of figure out how it actually worked. But with Slipgate, it's basically like you have two sides, two bases, and if you're guarding it, then you want to make sure no one else is on it, capping it. You're basically capping a node. That's really what it comes down to. But they put this slick Quake Champions, veneer on it to make it look like a Slipgate, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is a really cool mode, man. Really cool idea.
So we're gonna search for a game here, and just so everybody knows, we'll be talking a little bit about Slipgate here, a little bit about Athena, and of course, other games like we already were. So you were talking about that was Metro. You were talking about that seemed to open up after a little bit.
Yeah, Yeah, I think it's after the initial hour and a half mark, maybe
Okay.
2 hours. 2 hours in, it sort of really sort of opens up. It's where they bring in the Nazis, the post-war Nazis.
And everybody hates Nazis, so
Yeah, absolutely.
yes. That's cool though. Yeah, I like I said, I didn't return to that game because I streamed it one day. I think I did like 2 or 3 hours of it, and I enjoyed what I played of it, and I wanted to possibly stream more, but it didn't seem like anybody was really interested in it. I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was like you and ArrrCee, another viewer we have on the show.
Yeah.
The
usual bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I think it was like you two, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, so it's been interesting. But recently, I've been playing Blood, as you already know, on the channel.
Yeah, that game looks really cool, man. I haven't played it. I was thinking about buying it actually, because I mean, back in the day, I knew there were all these games like Duke Nukem, Blood, all these build engine games, but I've never really, because I was into Doom mainly.
Right.
I never really paid any attention to all the other great games out there, and it's only recently that I've actually been, getting back into it. I mean, I've got Duke Nukem, which I'm really enjoying. Just that interactive map design, pressing buttons, you're crouching, going through vents, and just the level design. It's absolutely great, man.
Did you play Duke Nukem before?
No, I never played Duke Nukem back in the day. Actually, tell a lie, I did play it, but I never actually owned it. I played it at my next door neighbor's house. Played a few levels on it on here. I can't remember what console it was on. I think it might have been Nintendo.
Oh, we got thrown into mid-round here. Oh, boy.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think it was on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, that may have been the console. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but...
yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
All right, that was weird. So this is one of the issues with Quake Champions right now. For some reason, and this happened to us recently. We were playing before too. You remember this? That they were spawning us into like mid-game.
Yeah, it's quite annoying actually, but we can deal with it.
Oh well, at least the game just started. But yeah, we had a game where it was us two versus two others, and then people started trickling in every few rounds, and it was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it was just stuck at a what was it, 2v2?
Yes.
It was stuck there for at least half, maybe more than half the match, which was quite annoying. But I can't remember if did we win that match? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think what ended up happening is one of the guys who trickled in on our team, he ended up winning it for us.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny. Oh. So the cool thing with Athena... oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Flak.
So I'm just saying, at least we're only one round in this time, rather than at least 2 or 3 rounds in. So we might stand a chance.
Yeah, we'll see. We're 1 kill to 1 kill at the moment. So the cool thing about Athena right now that I'm showing off here is that she has the grappling hook. The grappling hook just like rocks in this game. As we talked about before, we know that the newest hero always ends up being a little bit overpowered at once. Once they're released, but then afterwards they sort of nerf them. By the way, I closed the Slipgate. Boom.
Nice.
But I really dig her though. I really like her abilities. I love the grappling hook. I actually just got a grappling hook kill right there, which you'll see later in the archive.
Yeah, she's a really cool character, man.
Yeah, I dig her.
Absolute blast with her.
It was interesting though because when she was announced, people were, I think they were half and half, like half excited and half appalled that there was a grappling hook because they said, "Oh, it looks kind of janky,"
Yeah.
But,
yeah. No, I think it works really well. I mean, I was skeptical whether it was going to be completely overpowered.
Yeah.
But it actually sort of evens itself out because she's got quite a small health pool.
Yes.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah, personally, I feel like her being added to the fold at this point, she's one of the more balanced characters because if you play with her and you're good with the grappling hook, you could totally own. But
oh yeah.
Like you said, like if you don't have the since you don't have the health and the armor, you have that disadvantage too. If someone pops you twice with a rocket, you're kind of done. Nice.
Oh man.
Good round.
Oh nice. We're in the lead.
Woo.
Prepare your team. Incoming quad.
So as a Call of Duty guy, are you interested at all in the newest one that's like multiplayer only?
To be honest, I was thinking about getting it because I really love the zombies mode. I mean, just the zombies mode alone. Because I'm not really into the multiplayer, at least the newer renditions of the multiplayer.
Yeah, I got you.
They're kind of, they chuck so much stuff in. I haven't played World War II yet, but I've heard it's pretty crappy, so I haven't gave it the chance. But Black Ops 4, I mean, Treyarch, they're the people that make the Black Ops series. Often tend to be the best ones in the series, I feel. And I was thinking about getting Black Ops 4, but without the campaign, I'm not sure if it's worth the money. Because I really do like the campaign modes too, but if it's just zombies on its own, yeah, I'm debating it. I'm debating whether to get it or not.
So you're not much of a zombies guy?
No, I do like the zombies, but it's an expensive game. I mean, was it $60?
Yes.
Which is a lot of money just for one mode. I feel like it's a lot of money. I mean, but it does have the Battle Royale mode recently added to it, but I'm not really a Battle Royale guy.
So that's the whole thing, right? That was their big. They removed the campaign to put Battle Royale in that. And I guess it's worked out for them because they've sold a ton of copies of it. So. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the best-selling series out there, so it must be doing something right.
Oh, right.
People are still buying it, so.
But Call of Duty is one of those series I've always thought of as like it's the Madden of FPS shooters. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So people aren't really researching to see who develops what and what's in the current version of the game.
Right. Yeah.
So I guarantee that there's tons of people out there who bought the new Call of Duty and they're like, can't wait to play the campaign with my friend, and they're like, oh wait, what is this?
Yeah.
Wow. You and that Mentos guy are wrecking it.
I'm not sure if I am. I mean,
I know you died that round, but
I've only got one. Yeah.
You got 2. Okay.
Oh, 2 kills. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not too bad.
I was watching earlier. I saw that you had the cool Quake 2 rocket launcher there.
Oh yeah, I recently. Well, not recently. I actually got that when I was back when they did the whole shards to buy weapons thing. So I was lucky enough. I was lucky enough to get it. Otherwise, I'd have to open, a million. What was it, loot crates just to unlock the gun.
Oh, someone's got me on a dot.
I think we got this one.
2 on 3 at the moment.
Can't catch me now.
Oh, time to go cap. I'm capping while you're up there shooting at me on the bridge, dude. Bring it on. There we go. Capped it. Nice. That's a good way to start the night. I was at the bottom though with that one, that's for sure. I'm not warmed up at all.
Yeah, it's the same here, man. I'm pretty rusty at the moment.
Oh man, I've had a day today. I know you have too, which we'll get into in a second. Your concert, but man, I have no excuse. Like I woke up and I just felt like garbage, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat lunch. I went to go take a nap, and then you wake up, and you feel even worse. It's just like I don't know what's going on today, but I feel super off.
Absolutely. I mean, I woke up pretty early today, actually, considering I was out last night, drinking and mosh pitting.
Right.
But yeah, I woke up at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I got back home at least. It was around about. I got home at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I only had. I only had like 6 hours. No, 8 hours. Sorry, my maths is terrible. I'm still sort of rusty. I only had 8 hours sleep, so I woke up with a banging hangover. I stayed up for 4 hours and then just went straight back to bed. It's kind of it's been quite a day for me.
Yeah, sounds like you needed it after you said you definitely had some fun, got your drink on, got some moshing in. Sounds like you had a good time. So what for anybody who's waiting on pins and needles here? What concert? Who did you go see?
I went to go see Anthrax. It was Anthrax, Lamb of God, and Slayer. the main headline. So, oh god, it's so epic, dude.
Yeah, it's quite a
So
lineup, man.
Yeah, it was absolutely epic. It's weird because although Slayer had the best sort of stage presence, you know, they had all the pyrotechnics and the flames shooting out the stage and all this stuff going on. I thought
Yeah.
Lamb of God was sort of the, you know, really got the crowd going, sort of in the middle of the night, which I was quite surprised. I actually enjoyed Lamb of God the most, which I wasn't expecting. I thought I'd enjoy Slayer a lot more. But not saying Slayer was bad, it was still amazing.
Yeah, of course. Well, I think the Lamb of God guys are probably the youngest on the bill there, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So they're probably able to like run around a bit more, get the crowd into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was I can't really remember what the fourth band was. There was a fourth one.
Okay.
I can't remember what their name. Arbitrary. I've never heard of them. So I got to the gig sort of a few hours late, so I think I missed them. But I still had a great night, even though I missed one band out of 4. But
It happens.
it was still pretty good. Yeah.
Most people miss the opening band anyway.
Yeah.
That's how things are in the U.S. anyway. I don't know how they are out there.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people there at the beginning of the night, so
Okay.
yeah, maybe it was
What's the matter? Can't keep up?
although waiting the line for the bars in the bathroom was, you know, oh my god, it was terrible.
Yeah, you shared a
Absolutely
picture of you waiting to go to the bathroom, and there was like
Oh,
a
yeah.
million people in line.
Oh yeah, and that was only half of the line.
Hmm.
That was so it was terrible. I mean, a lot of people were complaining that the facilities there weren't the greatest, because that was the only bathroom there. Or actually, tell a lie, there was 2 bathrooms there, and that was one of them, and it was absolutely packed. So that was the worst part of that night, was just waiting half an hour to 45 minutes just to go to the bathroom.
So I'm sorry, did you say that was the only bathroom?
Yeah, that was 1 out of 2. There was only 2 there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is a huge, I'm assuming huge arena that Slayer's playing at. They have 2 bathrooms?
Yeah, there was only 2 bathrooms that I know of. So it's
Wow.
that's what everyone else was complaining about in line waiting for the bathroom. They were just like, these facilities are probably the worst I've ever been to.
Wow, that is really surprising, because if you go to a concert out here, like, and we're talking big place,
Yeah.
you know, like something Slayer would play at, there's gonna be porta potties at least, like in several different areas, you know.
Oh yeah, there were
But-
no portaloos there at all. There were
Wow.
no, it was it was awful.
That's surprising. And you got to figure, like, all these old school Slayer fans are probably getting pissed drunk, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
and they got to hit the bathroom probably a good 10 times that night.
Yeah. It's not only the lines for the bathroom, but the lines for the bar as well, just waiting to get a drink. Had to be the slowest bar in the world.
Yeah, sometimes it
So-
happens. You get a bartender who, you know, is new
Yeah.
or, you know, whatever the case may
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. But you know, I can forgive him for that because it was an epic night. So
Yeah, it sounds great. I always have to ask what the main band's closer was. What does Slayer close with these days? They still close with like Rain and Blood or what?
yeah, it was raining blood,
Okay.
and I've never been in a mosh pit that hectic before.
Oh, dude, I bet.
There was no punches thrown. I mean, I was well looked after. I fell over a couple of times. They picked me straight back up. So you know,
That's great. That's good to hear, because the 2 times I saw Slayer, I never went specifically to see Slayer, but they always happened to be there because it was a festival. But their mosh pits were just insane. People punching, you know, elbowing, and like it was like old drunk dudes that were just like out there to prove a point. Like, I got this, you know.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
So it
there was no punches thrown, but there were
Good.
a few elbows and a couple of people. There was a wall of death. Unfortunately, I wasn't in that.
So for
Sorry.
anybody who may not know, what exactly is the Wall of Death?
Oh, it's basically when everyone parts, you know, leaves a massive gap in the middle, and then they just charge at each other, full blast.
Yep.
And oh my god, you know, I can't tell whether I wanted to be in it or just not, because I think I would have probably been seriously injured.
Yeah, totally, man. I forget what band it was that I saw it was at an Ozfest back in the 90s, but back then I think they called it parting the Red Sea or something like that, and it was the exact same thing. They told everybody on each side to just run at each other, and I wanted nothing to do with that because you may not tell this from stream, but I am not a very large person, so
Right.
I get trampled, so. But yeah, I've had my fair share of concerts in my days, both metal, punk, everything.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of different crazy stuff, but that's great, man. I'm glad that you've you went to go see Slayer during their farewell tour.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a the gig of a lifetime, as I say.
The only band on the bill that I'm not super familiar with, and it's not for lack of trying. I've tried to listen to them a few times, but that's Anthrax. Are you a big Anthrax fan yourself?
Not particularly, no. I mean, I only listen really to Lamb of God and Slayer. I know Anthrax are pretty, old school.
Yeah, they are. They've been around for quite a while.
Yeah, but they were still good. They were still pretty good. I mean, I heard a few familiar songs in there. I can't really remember the name of them because I didn't really listen to Anthrax that much. But they were still good.
That's cool.
They were still good. So.
Yeah, honestly, I've tried listening to them a few times, and I always get a few songs into the album. I'm digging it, but then there's at some point where I just kind of drop out, where I'm like, okay, I'm good,
Yeah.
I don't get that with every band, but for some reason with Anthrax, they've never quite clicked with me, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you're not the only one. It was a few people there, because mostly it was all Slayer fans.
Right.
And the Lamb of God fans. There was a few Megadeth fans, even though Megadeth was on the gig.
Right, of course.
But yeah, there was not a lot of Anthrax fans there, surprisingly.
Interesting. Yeah. I know Anthrax is considered one of the what do they call it? It's not the Fab Four, obviously. It's the Beatles, right? But
yeah.
What do they call them? They have like a specific name.
Oh, I'm not too sure, to be honest.
It's like Anthrax, Slayer, Metallica, and Megadeth. I think they had like a bill where they all toured together at one point. I forget what they called it. But anyway, yeah.
Right.
So I'm actually surprised that I don't know more about Anthrax or listen to them more, considering their status,
Right.
But no, that's great, man. I'm glad you had a good time. Sounds like it was an experience of a lifetime for sure. And I'm glad you got to see them before they retired too, because man, the one thing about them is, like, I know they're older. They may not put on the same stage show as, say, like a Lamb of God or whatever, but they just sound great.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, we're not doing too well here.
No, we're not. We're not doing too bad either. At least it's not a shutout. I keep forgetting to use the grappling hook. I'm a moron where I'm thinking, like, why didn't I just use the grappling hook here?
Round begins in 3, 2.
So I guess
Close the Slipgate.
we could talk a little bit about how Slipgate works here. So considering, for those of you who may have played Sacrifice, that was sort of like their placeholder capture the flag game for the time. It revolved around collecting a skull and trying to capture the skull, and then keep the skull on your node and keep capturing it. It was a lot involved. Like, let's just say you probably couldn't play it drunk, because there's a lot going on with the objectives. There, I got a kill, but then he took me out. But with Slipgate, it's really simple. You have a node that you start out with, and each time teams of 4 go back and forth defending it, and then the attackers go after and try to cap it. If they're able to cap it, you win the round. If you can defend it, then you win the round. And that's really all there is to it. It's really simple, and I find it very fun. And I think that, for me at least, this I'm just speaking for myself, but I find multiplayer modes that are simple to be the most fun, because you just don't have to think as much,
Yeah, that's true. Simple,
I mean,
always better.
simple. I mean, it sounds really silly to put it that way, just because it's like, yeah, well, no shit. But you'd be surprised. You play some multiplayer games where there are a lot of objectives within the game, and you have no idea what you're doing. One of the things that instantly comes to mind, did you happen to play World of Warcraft at all there, Flakshot?
I was never really into MMOs until sort of recently.
Okay.
I never played World of Warcraft. Recently my friends on Xbox, we all play Elder Scrolls Online. I know how everyone's such a big Bethesda fan in Discord.
Yeah, right. Well, my point being, though, with World of Warcraft is they have these PvP battlegrounds in the game, and a couple of them are super simple. One is capture the flag. Easy. Capture the flag is so simple to understand. But they had these other ones where, I forget the names of them, but they had this gigantic map where each side, I think, had like 40 characters on each side fighting against each other. And if you got killed, you could respawn and come back, which is kind of cool for an MMO. But you had to work your way into each other's base, and you had to accomplish certain objectives and kill the king in a certain way and everything. It was just like, in my brain, at least when I was younger, it was just like way too much for me to take in and understand.
Right, yeah.
Other people obviously love it because, they are much smarter than I am and need much more, stimuli during the day than I do, I guess. But
yeah.
But anyway, you were saying you didn't get into MMOs much until recently. Is there something recent you've been playing that's MMO based?
Elder Scrolls Online mainly.
Oh, okay.
I actually used to. I mean, the one that really got me into MMOs was Guild Wars 2.
Okay.
Which is actually free now, but I'm not sure if it's got the same sort of appeal now, or it ever has, as World of Warcraft, because I know that's the biggest MMO out there. Though I've never played it. But yeah, MMOs are pretty good, man. I mean, I was always into my shooters, so
yeah, right.
One reason, I was sort of ignorant of all the other games out there.
That's where I was with WoW when it came out, though. Too, I saw a friend play it, and I was like, "Oh man, I got to get in on this because this looks great." And I was hooked on it for years, and that was after playing Quake 1, 2, and 3 all back to back to back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool that you're getting into it, though. I played ESO a little bit. I didn't get too far into it. I maybe played 5 or 6 hours of it because I was just like, I played this before. This is basically WoW with a new, look to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've never played WoW, so maybe that's the reason I like it.
No, that's great. I think that it's a great game for those people who either want to keep playing an MMO or people who haven't played one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think of other recent things that I played too. I was playing that Starlink game. I don't know if you saw that. This will be a silly one to talk about actually because it comes with toys in it.
Oh, right.
It's the one with the ship where you attach it to your controller and you. The thing about this game that sucks is that I feel like a lot of gamers are going to just pass it right up because of the toys. They're going to be like, "Oh yeah, this just looks like a silly little kids thing, right?"
Right. Yeah.
But the game itself is actually really fun.
Right.
If you like doing quests and you like exploring space, I mean that's what this game is. It's really really awesome.
Yeah, that sounds cool, man.
I mean, you're in a ship. At any point when you're on a planet, you can hit the button on your controller. Your ship takes off and blasts through the atmosphere back into space. You can do quests in space.
Right. Yeah.
The weirdest part about it, though, is that when you're on the planet as a ship, you do the quests as a ship. Like, you don't jump out of your ship and run around and do quests. You just stay in the ship, and you go around and accept quests and talk to people and stuff while you're in the ship. It's really strange.
Right.
But
I've never heard of that. What's the game called again?
so it's called Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Starlink.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. Like I said, it's going to be one of those games that's definitely going to be marketed as a kid's game, obviously because of the toys and everything. But I feel bad about it though because while the toys are fine, I end up playing the game digitally, and I just switch between the characters digitally through the menu, and the game is great. So I don't know. If you hate fun, then I guess you won't like it. That's all I'm going to say.
That does sound pretty cool. I may have to check it out.
Yeah, I recommend it. The only unfortunate thing is it's not on PC. I really wish they had a PC version because I'd love to play it at like 60 FPS, but
Right.
oh well. What could you do? All right, let's see here. I haven't played Slipgate on this map yet, I don't think.
I played it. When did I play it? It was a few weeks ago. It's not too bad. It's okay.
Oh, you know what? I did. I played this with you, actually. We got decimated.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is the one where they've removed the 25 armor pickup in the center.
Right.
where the
I
tower
remember you
was.
talking about that.
Yeah, I remember now. I remember.
Death from above.
Whoa.
They're hitting me hard.
It's a long warm-up.
Yeah, this is ridiculously long. 2.5 minutes almost.
Yikes. No, it's just funny because, yeah, the last time I didn't remember this map because we got so, like, decimated in it that I pretty much was, like, I think blocking it out of memory.
One. Round one.
I think it was a 4-1 win on their side or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we did get pretty wrecked on this map.
Yep. Let's see if we can change that this time. Let's rectify. Let's rectify being wrecked. Alright, so the portal thing is over here. There it is. Portal thing. Slipgate. That's what it's called. I play Quake. Ah, they got me. Okay.
Okay, let's see if we can pull this back.
It's 3 on 4. There you go. Nice frag.
Oh, come on. Come on, dude.
1-on-1. The interesting thing about Slipgate, though, is even if you eliminate everybody on the other team, that is if you're attacking, you actually still have to go and capture their Slipgate.
Yeah, that's true. I do find that pretty strange.
Yeah. Okay, go cap, dude. You got this, Strog, man.
Come on. Oh, this
Yeah,
is so
he's...
tense.
It is tense. He's got it, though. He's got it. Come on.
Yeah, we've got this.
Music is starting to pick up, too. Nice.
Prepare your team.
Debating switching from Athena to somebody else, but I'm not sure who.
3, 2, 1.
Well, who's your other best character?
Defend the slip
Or,
gate.
Death Knight usually is my guy.
Yeah. I've been trying to give Kill, a chance with his grenade.
Yeah, his grenade ability is pretty sweet, actually.
Defend the slip
Yeah.
gate.
Yeah, saved me a few times. Oh man.
Defend the slip gate.
Can't catch me now.
Jeez, man. I'm just not on today.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get rid of the whoever's playing as Clutch on the other team. He's pretty good.
That's the thing with Clutch. No one plays him, but the people who do, like, really know how to play as him.
Yeah. He's also got this mid-air double dash ability, which is a pretty cool, pretty neat, what do you call it? Oh, the secondary abilities. I forget the name. Passive abilities. That's the
Incoming quad.
So that's the other thing to keep in mind here, too, with Slipgate, is that if you have 2 other guys, like what just happened to us, who go off and do their own thing and they're not defending the Slipgate, the other team can just swoop in, cap it, and then they win the round. So,
right, yeah.
yeah, that's another part of it that people often forget. Alright, where you at, Red? Yeah, that Clutch guy is a Deadeye shot, too.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep away with him when he's got the lightning gun. He's killed me a few times.
I swear, there's got to be some kind of lightning gun hack or something going around, because there's no way these people are that accurate with it when you're that far away.
Oh yeah, there has been a case where there's been a few hackers on this game.
Doesn't surprise me.
There's a video on YouTube of a pro, Rafa, versing a hacker in a 1v1 duel.
Really?
And and you'd be surprised how you can tell a hacker straight away how accurate they are.
It's interesting.
Yeah. What's it called? Aimbotting.
Aimbot, yep.
Yep. As soon as they see you.
People have been using aimbot since way back in the day too, even with Quake 1.
Defend the Slipgate.
It's just nowadays though, it's really disheartening to see people that are cheating because it's just like, man, it's a game. Like I don't understand the point.
Right. Yeah.
Like there's nothing to gain. You're not in a tournament or anything like that.
Yeah. You're just ruining people's fun.
Yeah. Alright, I went on the attack, but I don't see anybody.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and stick near you. See if I can cover you.
Oh jeez, they really did a number on me there. Need that health. Yeah, your go-to guy though usually is the Strog guy, right?
Yeah. I just like his passive ability where you're able to pick up health after every kill. It sort of saves my life.
And you got
times.
Peeker. Peeker's pretty cool.
Yeah, and also Peeker as well. He's pretty powerful if you know how to use him.
Incoming quad.
Yeah, I think that's one of my big detriments is I really got to start exploring the characters a bit more.
Right, yeah. It's,
Oh jeez.
it's hard trying to find characters that sort of fit your playstyle though. That's the trouble I sort of have when I'm
Defend the Slipgate.
picking other characters.
And the funny thing is that you may have actually find a character that does suit you, but you won't know it until you spend a few hours with them.
Right, yeah. It's my worst character has got to be ArrrCee. I just haven't got his movement down. His air control abilities, I struggle to
Defend the
use it
Slipgate.
efficiently.
Yeah, I'm actually really terrible with all of the light characters like Nyx and wow, this one will be really close. Let's see.
5,
We've got this.
4, 3. Slipgate
Or not.
closed.
No, wow, how did that sit there for so long?
Oh, come on.
That
Yeah.
is, come on, we were robbed, absolutely robbed.
Prepare your team.
But yeah, let's see, Nyx, Slash I'm not great with. I do like Galena, she's pretty cool. Maybe I'll switch over to her.
That character. I might be here now, actually.
I really like her look, and I like her
Right, yeah.
ability. That friggin' clutch guy hit me again. Cheetahs. Telling you.
Yeah, I'm starting to think he is hacking. Actually, I don't know. He missed that time. Maybe he's just really good.
Yeah, I usually only call the people, not so much with the rails, but with the lightning gun, because I don't know how they're able to stick on somebody that easily.
Right. Yeah. It's okay. I think we might. Let's see if I can close this gate.
Okay, that's one down. The thing is that the Galena and the clutch on the other team stick together the whole time, so...
Oh, it's that shield ability as well. It's really hard to get around. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, it is. I can see it now, though. There's going to be this huge round of people who start playing clutch because of his ability, and they're going to be like, oh, you know, all these clutch whores, you know. And then, you know, it won't rebalance the game with clutch for like years or something.
Oh god, yeah.
Wow. This guy's pretty good. I think he's won the past 2 rounds for us. Oh no, oh my god. Sorlag person like popped in at the end. See, this is the stuff we're talking about. They got their 4th person at the end and then he killed him while he was capping.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, stupid.
3, 2, 1. Defend the Slipgate.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Alright, let's go rails. Let's see if I can actually get a hit here.
Time to
I did.
Defend the Slipgate.
There's another one for me, and I got an impressive medal, baby. Good old Ranger. That's what I had to do, was switch to Ranger. And of course we weren't watching, so it got closed.
Oh, I just got
Wins.
I got killed by Galena right at the end. She was pinning me down with a railgun.
Wow.
So how many matches have we only won one tonight, right?
I think we won one, and we played, was it 3 so far?
Right, yeah. We got destroyed that one though, 5-1.
Oh my god, yeah. We got absolutely destroyed. Doesn't help that I had 0, so there's that.
I'm surprised I even got 6, to be fair.
Yeah, you did really good that round.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows out there, like, this is normally what happens when when we're not playing on camera. Flak is totally like, you know, oh, I got 12 frags. I didn't do too bad. I'm over there with like 2.
Yeah, it just takes practice, man. When
Oh,
you
it totally
play
does.
Yeah. Because what level am I now? I think I must be level 51. Yeah, level 51. So I play this usually every 2 days on average.
Okay.
So it comes, you know, it comes with practice, especially the railgun. Remember before I was missing every single shot with it, but now I'm sort of, you know, must be at least 68 or 80% of the time I'm able to hit someone.
That's a really good percentage rate, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good weapon as well. I only really use it to finish people off. That's the trick. The trick's the railgun.
Yeah, I think we'll sneak in one more round here, and hopefully this will be a winning round for us. But I gotta say, regardless if we get decimated or not, like I'm having a lot of fun with this new mode. I feel like this is the right direction for them to go.
Yeah, it is. It does need some more team-based game moves though.
Yes. So I mean, you know, they're going to be adding CTF. What is it? Is it this month or next month?
I think it is this month actually. I think so. I mean, have you seen the new character?
Yes, I have. What was his name? Eisel or Eisen or something?
Yeah, Eisen, I think. I can't
Yeah.
remember his name, but he's I know he's got a turret ability, which is I'm also skeptical about. But you know, every time I've been skeptical about abilities, it always been pretty balanced. So.
Well, you know, you wouldn't be in the Quake community if you weren't skeptical about, you know, pretty much everything they announced. So.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, as soon as they showed him off, I actually went to the Steam forums just to kind of see what people thought of it. And immediately everybody was just like, I hate that he's got a turret. I hate this. I hate that. And I'm just like, wow, like, give it a chance, dude.
Yeah.
Haven't even played as him yet.
I'm just interested to see how it balances out in the free-for-all modes, because obviously the turret would be really useful in the team-based
Oh,
modes,
for sure.
But, in the free-for-all modes, I'm wondering if he's going to be any good.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe they're putting him in to coincide with Capture the Flag, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I hope. Well, we've been waiting so long for Capture the Flag.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Yep. This game has been, what, early access since last year sometime?
Yeah, it was in early access for a long time, this game.
Really long time.
Yeah. Although I am surprised it didn't have CTF from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, it almost felt like they were trying to not give us CTF, and it was weird because people would be like, that's what we want, give us CTF, and they'd be like, how about Sacrifice? And everyone's like, no, we want CTF, and they're like, how about Slipgate? Just like, for the love of God, just give people the mode they want.
Yeah, it's a super simple mode as well. All you have to do is grab the flag and bring it back to the enemy base. You know, you
Right.
don't have to fiddle around with all these, you know, animations like Slipgate, where I'm not sure if it's a tentacle that comes out of a portal. You know, they don't have to work on things like that. Just literally take the flag back to the base, score 1 point.
And if they, you know, if they would have led with Capture the Flag too, they wouldn't be in this predicament they're in currently, where,
Right.
you know, they're not selling many copies of the game, and people aren't playing as much as like Call of Duty.
Right, yeah. I mean, I understand to a certain extent why they want to put in all these new modes. It's just, it's a new Quake game that you want, something a little bit different. But, you know,
Well, they probably should have called the game something else if that's what they wanted.
yeah.
I've always said that for a long time. Like, they'll have movie remakes come out or game remakes come out, and everyone's like, I want you to think of this as a brand new game or a brand new movie. And it's like, well, then give it a new name.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's it comes to be or comes with the territory, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's like you name your game Quake something, people are like CTF, Team Deathmatch, Duels, and that's it. That's all you need. For some reason, they were like so stingy on CTF.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, belaboring the point, but here we go. That was a good hit.
Okay, being pinned down by some guy with a rail gun.
Who's left? To your left. Coming in hot. All right, it's 3-on-2 at the moment. Someone's running for health. They're coming to the Slipgate. They're trying to take it. Wow. Man, did the Death Knight get super squishy overnight or something? Or is that just me?
I'm not sure if they've nerfed it. I haven't been keeping up the patch notes for this game.
Yeah, I often don't read the patch notes for myself, but
just trying to stop Lynx from turning invisible and flanking me from behind.
come on, Keel. Oh, nice.
Round 2 complete.
That got intense at the end.
Wow, they got very intense.
Prepare your team.
Way closer than it probably should have been.
Round begins in
Going back to Athena here.
2, 1. Round 3. Fight. Close the slip gate.
All right, back to rail. Let's see what we can do here. Looking for reds. Man, everybody became a rail god overnight. It's insane.
Oh my... Oh, I should not have done that with Athena.
I find
Just
myself
break
saying that
straight
all
in the
night
middle.
tonight. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, though. What happened to you?
Oh, I just used the rope, but it was right in the center of every single player on the enemy. And then BJ Blazkowicz just switched to his dual wielding mode and just shot me down.
It's funny because that's actually happened to me quite a bit where I'm playing as Athena and I forget that I'm her. I think I'm the Death Knight and I'm going to throw something out at them.
Right, yeah.
So she'll pop at them and once in a while she'll get like a sweet kill. Other times she'll just like go into the middle of the action where she definitely should not be.
Yeah.
Round begins in 3.
Alright, we're defending. I'll go Galena.
Seems to be a more hit and run type of character.
Defend the slip
Yeah, she really does.
Like you sort of rope yourself in, do a few rockets, and rope yourself out again.
Right.
Hopefully you might get a kill.
There we go. There's a good rail for me. I gotta have some proof on this video that I know what I'm doing. It's been pretty bad tonight for me.
It's the same as me. I must have had 2 good games. This one, I mean, I've got 3 kills, but yeah, for 2 rounds now, I've been absolutely slaughtered.
Defend the slip gate. Your team eliminated. Defend the slip
Come
gate.
on.
Well, I got somebody at the end with one of her abilities, but ugh.
Slip gate closed.
But as I've said, regardless of us getting decimated, I still like this round or this mode quite a bit.
Yeah, it is super fun.
We're just to a point where like we need more, I think, fresh meat to play the game.
Right, yeah. People that play these type of games always end up being really good.
Yeah, because they play them day and night. Like, I imagine these guys play Quake Champions. It's probably the only game they play.
Right, yeah. Still, it's a lot easier than Quake Live.
That is true. And people are a bit nicer too, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost had him. Oh, he did his little glide.
Yes. Got her.
Where are you? Take that, dick. Sorry. That's gonna be one on the stream here that people are gonna see and be like, "Wow, that was a powerful rail right there." I shot the guy 3 times. All right, BJ popped his ult, so head on in. He's got nothing.
Oh god. I'm just trying to get a rocket on him. He's moving away.
There we go. Let's cap this shit. Very nice. Woo! See, he says quad. We were talking about this before. He doesn't say quad, he says incoming quad.
Let's get the quad damage.
Enjoy the quad.
Quad spawned.
Quad spawn, see? He said it.
Prepare your team.
Gets me every time.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Right, let's give Athena a second shot.
Defend the Slipgate.
Stick with my buddy, the Death Knight. Regardless of what people think of his redesign, I think he's great. All right, pretty quiet. We lost somebody already. 2 on 3. There's a rail. There's 2 rails.
Defend the Slipgate.
I need to get out of there.
Defend the Slipgate.
Well, I got a frag right before they fragged me. It's just you, man.
Everyone's relying on me.
It's no pressure, but it's all up to you.
Right, got one. Hopefully I need some health. ASAP.
Yeah, I see that. Good move. Get on that Slipgate. Get. Oh, he's got the double. No.
Oh, come on.
Defend the Slipgate. Incoming quad.
Look at him dancing around.
Slipgate closed.
That
Alright,
dual wielding light gun is so overpowered.
Oh my god, it is. That's why he switches to it every single time.
Spawned.
Yeah. We got this. We got time to bring it back.
We can come back.
Round
Incoming quad.
3, 2.
Do you know what? I'm gonna switch to BJ
Close the
Blackwoods.
Slipgate.
Oh, okay. Pulling an audible.
See if I can throw a curveball in there.
Yeah, why not? Oh, he jumped right over my rail. There we go. Got one. He was standing still. Managed to get him. Oh, they're cornering me. Gotta get health.
Oh, come on.
No, BJ, no. Ah. Fragged him, he fragged me. We exchanged frags. With rocket launchers, no less.
Oh, we lose again. Good game though.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. Definitely no cheaters in that round.
Yeah, it was a pretty good round. Disappointed it was 3v3 though.
Yeah.
4v4, but never mind.
So that's the whole thing, right? Is I don't know if this game isn't getting enough players or if people just, you know, if the matchmaking is messed up, like what's going on. But it's been pretty irritating the past few weeks.
Yeah, my money's on the matchmaking. I think the matchmaking is just flawed in this game.
I think you're right.
Because, you know, you get just the game in general. I mean, what was it? You get 2 to 3 minute warm-ups sometimes, and then sometimes you get 30 seconds. Even though it's a full game, it would be a 3-minute warm up.
Yeah.
It seems a bit
It's like it
strange.
can't decide what it wants to do.
Yeah. So they need to fix that ASAP. I'm hoping the next patch will hopefully fix it.
Well, I don't know. What do you say? You want to do one more, or are you good for tonight?
Yeah, I got time for one more.
All right, let's do.
Buy some loot crates.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got 10,000 favor too. I can buy some backpacks. There we go.
Always with the runes.
Stupid runes, man. Every time.
Ah, 3 runes in a row.
One rune.
Well, at least the runes aren't duplicated. So there's that.
Yeah, that is true. If the runes could duplicate, I'd be pretty pissed because I get those pretty much 90% of the time.
Right.
Common headgear. Oh man, I am 60 shards away from being able to buy some chests. We'll equip the yellow gauntlet. Why not?
I've been in some hairy situations. This is no different.
Return to lobby. Here we go. So I know you got Clutch Selector. You going to be giving him a try this time?
Yeah, I'll give Clutch a go. I mean, I haven't been him in months now, so
Okay.
hopefully he's been improved.
I really want to give Sorlag more attention to see if I can get good with her.
Yeah, she's extremely hard. So.
She's another one where it's like, man, if somebody plays as her, more often than not, they're either terrible or really, really good. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Scalebearer is another one which I, never play as.
So Scalebearer back. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Flak.
So I'm just saying I'm going to switch to Scalebearer this game.
Oh, okay. I played as Scalebearer like a while back during one of the videos, and I was actually really digging playing as him. But ever since, like all the other characters seem like they kind of, run all over him. So, no pun intended, considering his ability.
Okay, match found.
About time. So you have any other games you're looking forward to? They don't necessarily have to be new games, but maybe games that you've downloaded recently. Anything at all?
Trying to think of some that I've been playing. I mean, obviously I've been playing. I've been massively into these war shooters recently. Like I said before, I completed Medal of Honor, and then I've moved on to Medal of Honor Pacific Assault, which I got free on Origin. So I was going to give that a go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was free. What was it, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I downloaded it, but I've only recently started playing it.
Cool.
So I've only done the first level though, so I haven't really played much of it, but I'm taking it so far.
We have a superior
It has a more film-like
gonna make it easy for you.
element to it. With characters that you can actually sort of sympathize, not necessarily sympathize, but they have sort of more character to.
That's cool though. I think that's with Call of Duty, that's one of the things that's missing, and that might be why Medal of Honor didn't continue on, is because people really do just want like the big dumb action movie style thing going on where they don't feel bad about anything.
Yeah.
Because Medal of Honor at times would like actually try to put you in a real life scenario and be like, oh, this could have really happened.
Yeah. I've always preferred Medal of Honor because I'm not sure if you've played it, but it tends to have this sort of sense of progression to it in its campaign.
Yes.
Where you sort of, you start off as like sort of a grunt, just a standard soldier, just storming the beaches of Normandy. And gradually, as you get through the game, you start becoming, missions sort of become more spy-like, where you're going around, you're showing people your papers, and you're sort of doing special operations.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And it was sort of, you'd have this sort of like you're actually progressing up the ranks as a soldier, which I really enjoyed. Instead of, you know,
One.
Call of Duty where you're sort
Close
of,
the Slipgate.
you know, it's just one mission after another, just shooting all the way to the end.
Right. And there supposedly is a story of something going on, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Right, yeah.
Down the hole. There we go. Oh, they got me quick.
The only thing I'm worried about is playing all these war shooters is that I'm going to be burnt out on them once I've
Oh, you will. You will for sure, man.
I'm trying to do every single Medal of Honor game just so I can say, you know what, I've completed them all. I'm never going back to it again.
Wow, I didn't realize you had a goal with these. I thought you were kind of just playing them because you had them, but
No. That's sort of how I play games. Sort of this OCD type way of playing them, where I'll play a whole game series all the way to the end. I mean, I'm going to try it with Metro afterwards, you know, just before the new one comes out, which I'm pretty hyped for.
Okay.
You know, because I'm also a massive fan of the Stalker series.
I'm sorry, which series?
The Stalker series.
Oh, Stalker, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you know, apparently is this one the new one coming out, Open World?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like it's going to be open world.
Yeah, just like the Stalker series. So
Prepare your team.
pretty hyped for it.
It looks really gorgeous. That's the game that actually pinged me to start playing Metro 2033 because I've had it on my Steam account for the longest time and just never really gave it a chance or even considered playing it. And then I think I downloaded it, you know, played it a little bit, and then I was like, yeah, it's okay. But seeing that game, I was like, oh my god, this looks awesome. I got to give this the first couple games a shot, see what's going on here.
Yeah, that's the exactly same situation I'm in at the moment. Never really gave them a chance before.
Oh my god, die clutch. Jesus. Wow. I shot him with rockets like 3 or 4 times there.
Nice, got a kill.
Nice.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Wasn't paying attention to the objective.
This is not a good night for us, man. Alright, well, I got nothing to lose here. I'm going to give Starlag a try here.
Incoming quad. 1.
Incoming quad.
Fight. Close the Slipgate.
I'm sorry, it's going to get old quick. Stupid joke. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last game that I actually played all the games in the series. Like, obviously there's games I played every game, like Zelda and Mario and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
I think with shooters, though, like, I played every Quake game except for Enemy Territory.
Yeah, but you're not really missing much, to be fair.
So I've heard. Though I'm sure there's some, like, hardcore group who, like, oh, you gotta play Enemy Territory. There's gotta be some, like, weird closed server somewhere that, like, plays Enemy Territory. Like, it's ripped from the Xbox 360 to play it on PC.
Right, yeah.
Some private server somewhere.
Actually, I think it was actually on PC.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was actually on PC, but I'm sure there's sort of a dedicated fan base somewhere that play that game.
Incoming quad.
It's strange because you can't actually buy that game digitally anymore.
It doesn't surprise me.
I don't think you ever could, actually. It was always on CD.
I'm capping. Not for long, though.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Got a frag, though, I guess.
Oh, man. Getting
Oh,
smashed.
boy. I can feel the shutout coming.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Defend the Slipgate.
I don't think I played through and finished every game, but I may have played every Turok game as it came out back on the N64.
Right.
Because they had what was it? They had Turok, Turok 2, and then Rage Wars or something, which was like sort of like their Quake 3 arena.
Right, yeah. That's a game series which I've I bought on Steam. The was it the remaster? And I've only recently started playing it, but I put it down because I'm absolutely lost at the moment.
That is funny.
I was thinking about coming back to it once I figure out where I'm going.
You know, I actually didn't like the first Turok on N64 all that much. I know people considered it a classic, but I didn't really care for it because it was a game where it's just like there's fog everywhere. I couldn't see where I was going. I got lost, like you were saying. And now that it's on PC, I actually did download and play through a little bit of the remastered ones. And I found it to be a lot more tolerable, but I only got to like the 3rd level or so, so it may get crazier, I don't know.
Right, yeah. It's a weird one because it feels, from what I've played so far, like the entire game is one level. It's almost like one big, journey from start to finish. You can go back to, the beginning of the game if you really wanted to. Which is probably why I'm getting lost.
It may also be because it's like an N64 developed game where they didn't know what they were doing all that well.
Right, yeah.
Oh wow, are we gonna win a round? Did they let us win this round?
I think they did.
Because he said he felt sorry for us, so...
Oh no, someone said what a turnaround, so maybe...
What a turnaround. Trash talking. Yeah, Turok is an interesting series because it's... I never considered it to be a great series, but back on the N64, people claimed it was, the other systems, FPS killer. Like Turok, N64's got Mario and Turok and Zelda, so... But I was always like, it's okay.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got an interesting, premise to it.
Yeah. You play as a dinosaur hunter.
Tribesman. It kills dinosaurs with guns.
You say it like that, it doesn't sound as cool. You're like, yeah, with guns, I guess. I don't know. Maybe if he was in his underwear with a knife.
Yeah.
I will take you to it.
Alright, where's this last guy at? I think Turok is bringing us luck. We're talking about him. I feel his spirit. There you are, you jerk. Got him. Precise.
Oh man, I really hope they're not letting us win. Because that would make me feel really bad.
I think they might be. I think they're going to let us get up to 4 and then they'll decimate us on the last round.
Yeah, I can feel that happening.
Yeah, for anybody watching who hasn't figured it out at this point, like we're not pro Quake players. Just in case that's what you were hoping for. I still get comments on my videos where people are trying to tell me how to play and how to get better and everything like that, and it's just like, man, if you haven't figured out it's a lost cause at this point, like, I feel bad.
Yeah, there's no real. I mean, obviously there is strategies, but there's no real way to say, oh, this is guaranteed to make you good.
Yeah, you just gotta put in more time. It's really what it comes down to. And get good, as they say.
Yeah.
Oh!
Got him.
Nice. I saw that one too.
Incoming quad.
Okay, they are gonna cap this
Yes.
objectives
They're about to in a second here, I think.
to get their ASAP.
Good call.
Oh dear. That's me. I'm done.
Good try, though, man.
Oh my god.
Enemy team wins.
Yeah, that's why I hate that phrase, though, get good. It's just because I can't get good. I can't do it, so... People tell me that, I go, I try, but...
Yeah, Quake is one of those games where it's like, the only way you're gonna get good is just playing very,
Totally.
very long time. It takes years to get good at this game.
It really does. I just feel like back in the day when I used to play Quake 1 and Quake 3, I used to be really, I wouldn't say really good, but I used to be much better than I am now. And taking all this time away from doing deathmatch is really, I think, taking its toll.
Right, yeah.
Well, dude, I want to thank you for playing a few rounds with me, chatting some Quake Champions and other games and stuff.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime.
But I had a good time. We won one round. That's something. But, you know, I have a good time with this regardless, you know, so. But yeah, thanks again. Maybe we'll do this again when Quake Champions gets its update for CTF. Maybe we'll do another, you know, quick video like this to show it off. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But all right, everybody, thank you for watching. Thanks to Flak for joining me. As I mentioned, he is the mod on our Discord server, so please feel free to join us on Discord. It's free for everybody to join. Come chat with us. We don't just talk about Quake. We talk about all kinds of other games as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I will see you all next time on the Quake Grave. See you then.